everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper, and today I want to show you how to take a plain card, which is still pretty, and add additional layers and some decorative elements on it, and then create some raised patterns using the embossing folders. And that's going to be my Fancy Nancy card. So let's get started. Let me show you the card, or let's start working on the card. And this is going to be the more plain card. It's still pretty, but it doesn't have as many layers and stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take a piece of white cardstock, and this is our basic white. And we're going to cut it just your standard 5.5. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. All right, so let's go ahead and get this scored. And like I said, this is 4 1/4, but we need to move the cutting blade out of the way first. Okay, so we've got that scored. And while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and score the other card. That way we don't have to take that step when we go to the second card. Okay. All right, so we've got the base made on that one. Okay, so from here, we're gonna use Pretty Peacock, and then on the next card, we're gonna use Lost Lagoon on it. So right now, we're gonna take Pretty Peacock. Okay, I've got a piece right here, and we're gonna cut it down from 5. Let's see, we're gonna cut it down to 5 3 3/4. And 3 3/4. Okay. So we're gonna put this over to the side. And then we're gonna take another piece of white. This is basic white, and we're gonna cut it down. Let's see, 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So there's 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay. All right, so we've got that. So let's move this out of the way. That's all the cutting that we're gonna do for the first card. I'm gonna go ahead and just burnish this. See how it kind of flops back up? If we take our bone folder and just press on it, that's gonna keep it down more. See the difference in that? And then I'm just gonna burnish it here. All right, so we've got that. And then I'm gonna get the glue. And we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna put the Pretty Peacock on here. And the difference in making the cards is we're just going to be on the next card. We're just going to, like I said, we're going to fancy it up a little bit. We're going to put extra layers. We're going to put embellishment. We're going to put some ribbon on there. And we're also going to emboss. So we're really stepping it up a lot. Okay, and so then our next piece is going to go on top here like this. But first, we want to get our stamp set out. And the one I'm using today is You Are Remarkable. And I'm going to use this flower right here, and we're going to stamp that in Lost Lagoon. Okay, so I've already got this mounted on our block. And so I'm going to get out the Lost Lagoon. And we're just going to stamp that real good. Get it inked up really good. Okay, and that should be good enough. And now we're just gonna, let's see, let me get my pad out, if I can find it. Well, I'm not oh, here it is. And this is the pad, which I've got just a piece of paper on here that I need to change out because, as you can see, I've been playing around with some stamp sets. So, all right, so we're just going to take this and put it right here And then, and see, when you're using the photopolymer stamps, you really need to get this mat out. It gives it some cushion. Like the rubber stamps or red rubber stamps already have the cushion on there, but with the photopolymer, they don't. So this just helps to ensure that you get a good image. All right, so let's just stamp that down. All right. And there's our image there. So we're just going to move this over to the side. I'm going to go ahead and close up this stamp pad. I don't want to make a mess with it. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and, looks like I put it in the stamp pad. And that's why I close it up. So I don't make mistakes. I make plenty of them without having to have help with the stamp pads. All right. Okay, and there is our card here. And now on the inside, we are just going to stamp the sentiment that says, sometimes the simplest things mean the most. So let me get this one out. Oops. Did y'all see that sling out of there? I've got to remember to get that up off the floor. When the video is over with, I don't want to stop and do it right now. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down here. Try to get it as straight as I can and lined up. I think, let's see. Let's kind of move that like that. Hopefully that's good. I don't want to put my head over into the view here. I know you don't want to see the top of my head. Okay, so we're just going to ink this up really good. And let's stamp off over here just to make sure that it looks pretty good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now let's see if I can do that inside. I don't know what it is about when you're trying to video something and you want it to be perfect, and it never is. So, all right, let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm happy with that. And so this is your finished card. It's a plain card. It's beautiful. Nothing wrong with it at all. You know, this is great. And then you've just got your sentiment in there. And so, I mean, that'd be pretty. Put it in an envelope and you're good to go. You know, write your message in there and that's it. So that's our first card. This is our simple card. And so next, we're going to step it up. We're going to step it up a lot. It's going to be so fancy. Nancy's going to be impressed. Okay, so we went ahead and we've got this card. I went ahead and cut it and scored it just a while ago. Okay, so we're just going to burnish that. Alrighty. And now let's see. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our paper, the Lost Lagoon. So let's get the trimmer back out and kind of move some things out of the way. Okay, and here we're going to cut this, the Lost Lagoon. It's going to be 5 by 4 3/4. Okay, so we got the 5 right here. All right, and then we're going to do 4 3/4. Okay. All right, we're going to put that over here. And then the next thing we're going to do, let's see if this piece is going to be big enough. I'm not sure if it will or not. The next thing, the Pretty Peacock, is going to be 4 7/8. So let's see. Oh, it's just a little bit short. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see. I guess I need to let me get another piece of Pretty Peacock. Okay. I have been using so much Pretty Peacock. I love this color. And anyway, so I'm very low with it right now. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take this and it's going to be 4 7/8. Okay, and then 3 5/8. All right, and we've got that. And now we're going to do a white piece of paper. And it's going to be, let's see if this is going to be big enough. It's going to be 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. All right, we've got that. And then, let's see, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and get these attached. I need to emboss this white here, and we'll go ahead and get these attached. Then we'll move to the second part of it, and I'll have to get the trimmer back out. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna get the cut and emboss machine here. And on this layer, we're gonna use, let's see, this embossing folder here, which is exposed brick. I hate that it's so close like that, but you'll be able to see this really good. So, okay, I don't need any of these plates here. There's plates 3 and plates 2. So we're gonna take those out. We're gonna use plate 1, and we're gonna put, in here, it has a little line where you can line your piece of paper up. I guess it would help if I got in the view. Okay. So let me scoot this back just a tad. And we're gonna close that up. Let me see if I can raise this a little bit more so you can see. It kind of makes it crooked. Okay, maybe that will help. And then we're gonna use plate 4. Okay, so we're gonna push this through. Okay. All right, and now we've got our embossed piece. Can you see that? Can you tell the difference in it? Okay, so let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Like I said, we'll have to get it back out in just a little bit, but for right now, we're good. We can go ahead and put these layers together. Okay, so let's go ahead and get us out some glue. And we'll put this down here. Okay. And we're just going to try to even this up from side to side, top to bottom. So that looks good there. Okay, and so from here, I'm gonna use the, this is the raised side here, but I'm gonna use the other side. So let me flip this back over. You can use any side that you want to, totally up to you. I do both, I just change it up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the other side today, not the raised side. And so I'm going to put this on the Pretty Peacock. And it's going to be a really close fit. Okay. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some glue on this. And then we're going to put it down on the Lost Lagoon. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got that. So this right here is 3 layers already. And then we're going to put 3 more layers on there. So now you know why I call it my Fancy Nancy card. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a piece of DSP. And this is from, let me see what it is from. I don't know what I did with, I think it's, let me look. It's from the Everyday Me and You, or Everyday You and Me DSP set. Okay, so from here, I'm going to take this piece, and I need to cut it down a little bit. All right, so I'm just going to cut up through here. And then we're going to emboss this in just a second. Okay, so from here, I want to go ahead and this is your DSP color here. So I'm going to cut the Pretty Peacock and another piece of white. So for this pretty peacock, we're going to cut it down to 3 3/4. And then it's going to be 2 3/8. Okay. And then we're going to cut another white piece. And the white piece is going to be, let's see, 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So it's 3 1/2 by 2 1/4. Okay. All right. And so I think that's all of our cutting that we're going to be doing. And then let's get the embossing machine back out. And this is just the tape that I use, and it comes off very easy. Just when you're trying to hold down your dies. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna get the plate too. Let me see if I can flip this around so you can see more. It's kind of hard, this machine's kind of big. And so, okay, and then we're gonna put plate 3 down. And then from here, this is our deckled rectangle die, and it's the 4th from the largest. So when you look in your set, it's gonna be the 4th from the largest. Okay, and so from here, we're going to take this piece of DSP that I cut, and we're gonna put this on here. Just put some tape on it just to hold it in place. Okay, so I've got that there, and then we're gonna put plate 3 on here, and then we're going to run this through. Okay, well, there we go. All right, so I can move this out of the way, and then get our piece out of here. Okay, and then take our little cut piece, and this is what you get. See the little rough edges on it? It's pretty neat, isn't it? Okay, so from here, we're just gonna take this, we're gonna take our pretty peacock, and we're gonna put this on here together, so we're gonna glue it. Okay. All right. Now we're just gonna try to get this as even as we can. Oh yeah, that looks good. There we go. And the reason I use glue sometimes is it's easier to move around. You know, if you get it crooked, then you can kind of push it around before it sets up. So either one is good. You know, a lot of times I use the adhesive here. So it just, whatever is your preference on your adhesive. Okay, so then next we're gonna take this piece, and again, we're going to get the stamp set out that has the flower on it. And we're gonna stamp this flower on here. Okay. Oops. I almost forgot to put my foam pad down. That wouldn't have been good. Alrighty, so let's put that down. Let's put a little bit more ink on there. All right, and so from here, we're just gonna put this down. Just press on it, make sure it's good. And there we go. Here's our stamped image. Isn't that pretty? And it's just so, I don't know, it's just, you don't have to do any coloring. You know, you don't always have to color things in. I think this is, you know, just a pretty, just pretty the way that I've shown it here. Okay, and so next we're gonna glue this down. Okay. All right. And then we're gonna even it up here. Uh-oh. Looks like I smeared. Whew. I think I smeared that. Let me take that back off. I don't like that being smeared. I don't want my card to look smeared. All right, let me get this back out and cut another piece. All right. Let's see, 3.5. 2.25. Okay. All right, now let's try that one more time. And let me get my, man, I can lose things so quick. Okay, here's my foam pad. And here's my stamp pad. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now let's just get this stamped on here. All right. Now, let's see if we can keep from getting it smudged. Okay. Let's put some glue on it. Okay, and now next, we're gonna put some dimensionals. Sorry for putting my arm out there. We're gonna put some dimensionals on this. I can move this out of the way now. Put some in the center of it. Okay, let's bring our card back in. And take the backings off of these dimensionals, and they're sticky on both sides. I love some dimensionals. I love to pop things up. To me, it just makes it look good. Okay, so here we're just gonna put this down here and trying to lay it from side to side, top to bottom evenly. And before I push that down, I wanna make sure that it looks like I want it to. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm gonna press that down there. Okay, and the next thing, I've already done a bow. I've already created a bow. So you wouldn't have to sit and watch me do that. Okay, and then I'm gonna put that, I'm gonna get a glue dot here and just push it on there like that. Then pull it off. And I'm gonna put the bow right here. Okay, gonna kind of fluff up my bow. Okay, and then from here we're gonna get some rhinestones, and I'm gonna color those in. I don't know if you know it or not, but you can take your rhinestones and you can use our markers and color it in. And so here I'm just gonna color. I'm gonna color 3 of them. That's what I put on the other card. Okay, and then let's see, what did I do with my tool? A little handy dandy tool, here it is. This is our pick tool. And I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put one right here. And then I'm gonna take another one and just put it down here. And then I'm gonna take another one and put it right here. Some little something right here. It looks like it, let me move that over. It looks like it may be the color off of the dot. Must be, I must have not let it dry good. Let's see, I think I've got another one right here. It's a bigger one. So let me take that off. Boy, that's really messed up there. Maybe this will cover it up. That covers it up pretty good. Could be a little bit better, but Okay, so here we've got the front of the card done. And now let's go ahead and go to the inside. And we're gonna cut a layer to go on here. I thought we were through cutting, but we're not. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. And we're gonna cut this for the inside. We're gonna cut it at 5 1/4. And we're gonna cut this at 4. Okay. Let me go ahead and cut another one just in case I mess this up. I don't want you to have to wait. All right, so got that. Did I say, let me make sure I cut, yeah, I cut those the same. I started second guessing myself. Okay, so for here, we're just going to get the Lost Lagoon out. And then here we have our stamp that we're gonna use. Sometimes the simplest things mean the most. Okay. And let's get our cushion back out. Okay. And then here, let me stand up and make sure that I line this up really good. Okay, looks good from here. Okay, so that looks good there. And then I think I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use this little flower right here on the inside. Get it out. And we'll take this off and put this on. Okay, and we're just going to stamp off here because we don't want it to be real dark. We're just going to put it right down here in the corner just to kind of jazz it up just a bit. And I think that looks pretty. Let's put one right up here. Okay, we're going to stamp it off again. Okay, and we're just going to put it right here. And then there you go. We got the inside done. And we could go ahead and put, has a little piece in here. This right here is the center of the flower. So let's go ahead. We'll get it stamped in there. And I think I'll go ahead and leave it at full strength. So let's turn it the right way. Okay. And there we have it there. And then we'll just stamp it right here. Okay. And there we go. I think that's pretty. So nice. Let me get my little eraser and see what this is. Okay. All right, so from here, we're gonna lay this inside. And I'm just gonna use the adhesive here. Well, I think I am. That must be the one that I've already used up. So let me try this one and see if it works. Uh-oh. I have a piece of ribbon on it. Okay. And now we're just gonna set this inside of here and try to get it as even as we can. Okay. All right. I may have, boy, I am being messy today. There's just a little ink spot right there, it looks like. Things like that bother me. Okay. All right, so that's the inside of the card. And the front side. So this is our Fancy Nancy. Our Fancy Nancy card. Oh, Nancy, she's being real fancy today. And then here's, let me get the other card that we made. And here's our simpler version of Fancy Nancy. And both are pretty, but you know, and this is fine. There's nothing wrong with this card here. It's just, if you want to step it up, you know, and add more embellishment, add more embossing, layers, then, you know, here we go. This is your card here. But if not, if you like, you know, if you don't have time, maybe you don't have time to create this one and you just want to put something together, hey, this is great. This one right here, this is what I started out making. When I first started stamping, and I've been stamping for a long time, let's see, probably, I don't know, 2003, 2005, somewhere in there. And then my first grandchild come along, and I decided I was just going to put it away for a while and focus on him. And so then I've gotten back into it here and there. And but I retired, I guess it's 2.5 years ago now. And so I thought, I'm going to get back into this. So here I am. And so I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate you watching my videos. And if you need any supplies, you can go to my website, and that is craftystamper.com. And there's catalogs on there, a place to purchase, any of the items that you might see here today that you would like. And I would definitely love to earn your business, and I would appreciate your business. Also, you can find me on YouTube, and please share, like, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, and it is at CraftyStamper007, and that is the @ sign. At CraftyStamper007. And then my Facebook page is just Crafty Stamper. You can look over there. I post a lot of my cards that I do that maybe don't go to YouTube. So I would appreciate, you stopping by and checking out my channel, like, subscribe, follow me. And I would just love to earn your business. So I hope you guys have a great Saturday, and I appreciate you stopping by, and I will catch you later. Bye.